Good morning. Hello, 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 hello. Dreaming in Ada, thank you very much for the host. Good morning. It's Monday and we're live. A little bit later than normal. I apologise. I had a lie-in, even though my alarm was still set for like 7. So boy's mad. But yeah, had a lie-in, had some breakfast, had to wash some pots. But we're here. We're ready to go. We're doing some crochet for the first time in however long. But I'm excited. Let me switch over to the creative scene so you can see what we're doing today. Oh, my cat flew away. Hello. So we're making this. We're making this cute kawaii camper. You can do Exclamation Smart pattern to find the pattern for it. But it's by Spinny Yarn Crochet. We did a few of hers. I made her unicorn. We made her bunnies. Those are the little pocket bunnies that we made. They were by her. And there's a load of others that I want to do because she does a whole... They're kind of like ragdoll, I think they're called, because they're flat. It's like the unicorn was a ragdoll unicorn. She does all different things, but she does some Harry Potter ones. So I want to make the Harry Potter ones. So that's the plan. But this is what we're doing today. Excuse my yawning. So I'm using, it says to use a 3.25, but I'm using a 3.5 hook. I finally found it. Apparently I was halfway through making another one of these cats, the roly-poly cats, because I found it on my shelves with like the hook in it, because I was trying to find this hook and I couldn't find it anywhere. So apparently I've got one of those to finish, so we'll do that at some point.
Look at the cat.
Okay, so the main panel, we're going to make 2 of these. This is kind of, it's not really the same colour. We're making this for my mum. She has a caravan. They love their caravan, so I thought this would be really cool to make for her. I've seen smaller ones like this that are key rings, but we're going to make her this one as well. She likes bluey colours. This said to use robin's egg. So I found this kind of like more bluey. It's more green, I think, than blue. And it's a bit of a lighter colour than the one in the picture, so. But I think she'll like it. It won't make a difference, so. Make 2 panels using your hook, chain 1 and turn at the end of each row. Start with blue, chain 36. Okie dokie. This is weird. The last couple of creative streams have been, oh gosh, that was a terrible knot. The last few creative streams have all been knitting, so it's a bit weird to be crocheting again, but it's good. And I've been doing a lot of knitting in my own time too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How many do we want? 36, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So that's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be, but that's okay. We are using a slightly bigger hook, but that's fine. Put my counter on. So that is going to be, that's the bottom. And it kind of pretty much, yeah, okay, so it doesn't get bigger, it gets smaller. That's okay. So that's going to be pretty much the widest part. It kind of slightly angles out on this side. But that's not bad. That's not too bad. How long is that? I can put it on here because there's a little measure. 21. I think this is centimetres. Yeah, 21 centimetres. Not bad. Okay, so then we need to single crochet all the way across. It says to chain 1 and turn at the end of each row. Oh, one of the chains counts as a chain. That's good. So we'll have 35. I will, this is what I normally do, because the end can be a bit funky. I'll stick a stitch marker in the first stitch, just so it's a bit easier to see. Usually just for the first row, but. And we can just single crochet all the way across. yeah, so I'm hoping to maybe do her Harry Potter ones, and there's loads of them. It's a great website, and I think all of them are, well, like, there's a whole free section. All the ones that I've done so far have been free patterns, which is crazy. But yeah, she does some really good ones. Definitely worth a look if you crochet and you like that kind of thing. Find these holes. Oh, I need a cup of tea. We've got no sugar. It's devastated. I haven't had a cup of tea in like 2 days. They just have no sugar. I went shopping yesterday and everything. I got a haul of cleaning products because, as you know, I'm currently obsessed with cleaning at the moment. So I got some new cleaning things and was trying them out, and I got everything that I initially went for. I actually remembered to get, but before we even left I didn't even think to get sugar, so it wasn't really that I forgot it, because I didn't know I needed it. So I'm probably going to have to go back to the shop later and get some. We'll see if I can be bothered, and if it's raining still. So it's raining all no, not all yesterday. In the morning it was raining. And I think in the evening it was raining too. It needs to stop. Need the sunshine back. Because now it is half term. So, for those that don't know, that means that the kids are off for a week for school. So streams this week might be a little bit weird, like starting later or whatever, because kiddo is here.
Hi.
Currently playing in her doll's house.
No,
Well, what are you doing then?
I'm playing doctors with my robot.
She's playing doctors with her Build-A-Bear. She woke up this morning and she came downstairs and showed me her Build-A-Bear, and she'd used paper to make an arm cast for her bear, her little elephant, with like paper and a bobble. It was so cute. It was so clever.
And they also used their bubble to secure it.
Yeah, a bobble to secure it.
And
It was really funny.
Some of them have clips.
Yeah.
A lot of them go off. Some of them.
Did they?
The only ones that have not fell off are Coco and the elephant one.
Yeah? Awesome.
Because Coco broke his leg.
Oh, poor Coco. Coco is a new teddy that she got. My mum sent her a teddy in the post.
Here he is.
Would you like to show Coco? This is Coco. He's very cute. Oh, there's his broken leg.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's fashionable though. Look, he's got a bow holding his cast on.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's pretty stylish.
Yeah.
Very cool, very clever. Well done. Okay, so row 2. I have done a chain 1 and turned. So we need to single crochet 34 across, and then the last stitch we increase. But I know which one we need to increase because I put the stitch marker in it, so that worked out. Excuse me, that worked out in my favour. Ba-da-da-dum. Well, this is a pretty colour, I will say that. I think my mum will like this. Her favourite colours are blue. So I think she'll like this. Need to move my chair a bit. I knew which one was the up. Is it this one? Yes. My chair's a bit low. There we go. Ooh, go. Oh. I didn't even stay up too late last night. And I had a lie-in, but I'm so tired. I keep yawning. And I've been looking at other crafts that we can do, as always. And I have a few more sewing kits for us to try. Some more cross stitch, although a lot of those are Christmas ones. Want to get another 5D diamond painting because we did the giraffe one, so I'd like to do another one of those. And then just loads of other things. I've just been looking at all this different crafty loveliness that we can do. Wolfman, thank you for the host. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing? Let's take this out. One, two. So row 3 you need to increase and single crochet. Good, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How was your weekend? How was work? Okay. What's up, Looper? What's up, Bubba? Get out of my basket. Get out. You're not allowed that. That's not for you. Are you coming? He's like, there's too many other people to play with. I don't need to bother you today. What? Oh, that's fine. Busy? Oh gosh, I bet. It's a 3-day weekend here. It's bank holiday today, so as well as Boyf being off and kiddos being off because it's half term, it's also bank holiday, so they would have been off anyway. Yes, dear. Oh, Doctor Mini Kitten, how lovely. She's now dressed as a doctor.
What am I dressing up?
Thank you, Wolfman. Yeah, that is by Cat's Instagram. He has his own Instagram.
What am I dressing up clothes as a doctor?
What are you up to this week? What are your plans for the rest of the week? I think as long as the weather's fine, we're hopefully going shopping at some point, I think. Just to have a little look around, not really to get anything, just to have a nose. And then aside from that, I don't know. I think me and Kiddo will probably go to the park a lot. To get out the house and go and get some fresh air and whatever. I don't really know. Lemon pepper chicken breast, wine and potato salad. Corn on the cob. Ooh, that sounds delicious. That sounds very yummy. All I've had for I've had breakfast today, and all I had was toast. Just plain toast. Well, we had butter on it, but just toast. Not exciting today. Not even a cup of tea. I'm drinking like tropical cordial, which is nice, and I'm sure it's more hydrating than a cup of tea, but
One day,
not the same.
One day, my mum gave me tropical juice, and it actually looks like avocado juice.
Okay. She had it in a blue cup. The juice is yellow, so in the cup it looked green.
Yeah, like
She thought it was so
avocado.
funny. Had that yesterday. Treated myself. You should. I'm glad you did. You worked very hard. Good to treat yourself.
Mum,
Okay, row 4.
Mum.
What?
That's the stuff.
Right, okay. Okay. Anyway. Wolfman says, hi, Mini Kitty. She says hi. She's playing vets at the moment. She's Dr. Steph, apparently. She's got a waiting room full of animals waiting to be looked after. She's making them casts and all sorts.
Only one of them.
It's very cute. Right, row 4, increase. Single crochet. I think I did try and make the camper van keychain at one point, because I think in one of my bags when we were moving all of my woolen stuff upstairs a few weeks ago, I'm pretty sure I found like one flat side of a caravan. But I mustn't have finished it. So I'll have to make a mini one to go with this one. My mum's caravan. Oh, cat's on one. Do, 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 do. So the plan is to do more creative streams again, because they kind of fell off. Like I didn't do many creative streams at all for a while. In fact, I didn't do any for a while. I kind of stopped because we got the cat and it took him a while to stop eating my yarn when I was trying to work with it. But he's obviously a lot better now. So I'm excited to bring back more creative streams, and I don't just mean like the Make Stuff Monday. Like way more creative streams than we currently do. Also, we started writing again in my blog, which is fun. So I was planning some posts out yesterday, and I wrote a little one up just explaining where I've been and my plans and stuff. Yeah, but Shadow yesterday very, very kindly gifted me Hollow Knight on Steam, so I'm gonna have to try and squeeze in some extra stream. I think I've spoken about this before. What I would like to do is like crochet stream in the morning, game streaming in an evening or something, so that I can fit them both in. It's hard to fit everything in. It's something that I always struggled to do, is fit everything in that I want to do, all the different streams. So yeah, but we do have Hollow Knight that I want to play through. But again, I don't want to do, this is what happened with Witcher, is I did it one day every week like just on a Thursday for a couple of hours, and it was really difficult to remember what I'd done the week before, or like things that I'd planned to do. It was really hard for me to remember because we played for such little time each week, and I don't want to do that with Hollow Knight. So maybe if I can squeeze, I think I've been setting up to try and stream on my own PC because it would be easier for me to stream on that in an evening. So I'm going to see if I can get that sorted and then maybe do some Hollow Knight on there. We shall see. Don't apologise for missing streams. Don't ever apologise for missing streams. It's all good. I didn't stream much last week either because Boyf was off, so we were out and about. Row 5, increase. Hello, Baz. How are you? Good morning. Aloha. And I was streaming RuneScape a bit, but that's not really one that's like with games, because it's like kind of when we played Hue and when I played Ori and the Blind Forest, I like to kind of dedicate the time to playing them all the way through, so I don't play any other games in between. Like, I could do creative streams in between, but not any other games in between. So with something like RuneScape, that one's quite a good one that I can just do if I don't have. I can just, you know, bob in and out of that on a stream. Whereas with something like Hollow Knight, if we start playing it, I'd want to see it through to the end without interrupting it with other games. So we'll just have to see how I can get my other PC working. Good, how are you? I'm good, thank you. I am good. It doesn't feel like a Monday, it's weird. It's very strange. Do any of you guys get a bank holiday today, or like a 3-day weekend today? I don't know if other countries do bank holidays. I don't think that's what you call them. Like a national holiday? I wouldn't know what they're called. Or are you all at work today? If the music's too loud or anything like that, just let me know. Do, 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 do. I can feel the difference because I've not had any tea. My mind. It's fuzzy. What? What's the cat doing? What are you doing, Lupo? What are you doing, mate? He's alright, he's alright. He's just sitting on the keyboard. He likes to do that. Cat's just having a grand old time. Like I said, it's weird for him today because at this point normally Ruby's gone home, Boyf's at work, and Kiddo's in school. So he's a bit like, what? She's streaming, but everyone's here. So that's why he's not come to like sleep in his little tray, because he's too excited. Always sits on your keyboard. He loves it. Especially when he likes to sit wherever people are. So if I'm on this PC, normally he'll come and sit over here. And then if I'm on the other PC, he'll go and sit there. He's got like a little bed next door to each PC so that he can chill there while we work. Because otherwise he will just sit right in front of it. So like here where I've moved the keyboard up, I'd have to do that because he would just come and sit here. And he does that on the desk over there, even though there is no space for him to do that at all. He just doesn't care. If he fits, he sits, and even if he doesn't fit, he's going to make himself fit. Because to begin with, I thought maybe it's because it's warm, because I know they like warm spots. But I mean, it's a keyboard. It's cold. It's not warm. I don't know why he likes sitting on it. He laid on the mouse yesterday as well. I wasn't actually doing anything on the PC. I was just sat in the chair. And he just sat on the mouse. He just like laid across it like you do. No idea why. Mine used to sleep behind my PC as warm air comes out the back. Yeah, that's what I would expect. Like, that makes sense. There's a little, like, shelf thing under the desk, like, above where the tower goes. And when he was little, he used to hang out in there, but I don't think he fits anymore. So he doesn't go in there. Because that would probably be quite warm there. He's just, you okay? He got brushed a lot over the weekend, and his fur right now is so fluffy. He has like no chin and neck because it's just fluff. What are you doing? Hey, come in. You going to sleep? Okay. Oh, his ears are my favourite. He has such big ears. They're almost too, well, they're not too big for his face, but they're just so cute. Row 6, single crochet cross. Baz, aren't you at work? Are you not at work today? Oh, you're going... Yeah, I've just seen your message. Okay. Well, hopefully that goes well, and they can find out what on earth is going on. Yeah. Good luck. I have my fingers crossed for you that everything is okay. Don't think I'll make it back to work. Probably it'd be good to give your hand a rest though. Your wrist a rest. Get it sorted. I don't know how long it takes to get like x-ray results back, because when I broke my arm, you went through A&E, so you get it back like within a couple of hours because you're just waiting around there for results and stuff. Or it feels like a couple of hours. I don't remember, I was in a little, but you kind of get it there and then. I'm gonna sneeze. Three times last week it did this. It like, oh no. Oh, God. Excuse me. 3 times last week I needed to sneeze and then couldn't. It's so annoying. I've just noticed how much cat hair's on the desk already. Jeez. Thank you. What was I going to say? Yeah, we kind of get the results back straight away, but I think if you go in as part of like a diagnostic appointment procedure thingy, you have to wait, I guess. Because it's like when you go for blood tests. If you go through A&E, obviously they get them back to you straight away because it's an emergency. But if you go just normally for your doctor, it takes like a week to get your results. So hopefully it doesn't take too long for you to get your results back. And get you sorted out. I've got a squeaky hook. I don't think you can hear it, but it's just ever so quietly squeaking away. Is this just single crochet across? It is. It's getting curly whirly. It won't be for long. So I have to make 2 of these, a front panel and a back panel. And then if you saw the unicorn that we made and in fact the pocket bunnies that we made, you make 2 flat panels. As on all the extra bits, we've got like a face and bunting and wheels and whatever else. Maybe not the wheels, maybe add them after. And a door. And then we just single crochet all the way around the outside and fill it with stuffing. Fill it with floof. Yeah, it's quite a nice way of making different things rather than like this where you make all the bits and it's more 3D. Little kitties. So row 7. Increase. Single crochet 38. 1, 2. I don't even know I'm counting, it's just single crochet to the end. I used to do this all the time on crocheting creative streams. I'd get halfway through a row and then I'd just start counting, but I wasn't actually counting anything. I'd just get to like here and be like, yeah, 3, 4. I used to do it all the time. So silly. Oh. Oop. I'm smacking things. So good job I don't have a face cam, because my concentration crochet face is not cute. I was actually reading, I saw Fierce Kittens tweeted saying that she'd used face rig, and she was talking about it because she likes to use it, or she's used it a few times. She's saying, I know some people find it weird, but it's something that I have face rig, and it's something I've thought about using before. Because like there's people that have like, that's what their stream's based around, off like Greats, who is a corgi. Well, I mean, he is a corgi, but using face rig and stuff, which is, it's really cool. So maybe one day I'll try that. I'd be worried that it'd like turn off somehow. That's the only problem. Okay, row 8, single crochet across, and then we're switching to white. So this is going to be the base. It is quite big. A bit bigger than I thought. It's going to be our little caravan. So cute. Okay. Oh. And Kiddo's tongue is fine. For those that saw that she bit her tongue, she's absolutely fine. It's pretty much healed. Really strange, actually. It's really weird to look at. Yeah, hopefully a cute caravan. I think I started making a keyring one at some point, but I don't know where that is, so we're going to make a bigger one. My mum has a caravan, so she will enjoy this, hopefully. Healing quick, yeah, it is. I just wanted to, yeah. It's weird. It's really weird. Like the first day, there was, well, when she like stuck her tongue out the first time, there was like a hole. And then even just by the second day, the hole had closed. And it almost looked like there was a scab on it. But I don't know if you can have a scab on your tongue. She said it felt a bit hard. So it's kind of like a scab, I guess. And then every day she'll show me. And the line is still there. But it's getting like, it's not as a dark colour. Because it was like a dark blood scab colour, I guess. And it's just kind of fading now. But the line's still there a little bit. Inside your mouth heals so we could. Yeah, that's what the lady said. And I said, if she, you know, if she'd hurt her arm or a leg or something, I can do that. I know what to do there. I was like, mouths and tongues. I have no idea. So, yeah, the lady was saying that no matter how deep it was, they wouldn't have done anything for it. I'm assuming if she'd bit it off, they would have. But no matter how actually deep it was, they wouldn't do anything because it just heals super fast. And it's weird how quick it's healed. So I remember I had a friend who bit through her, like, it wasn't through her lip, it was through, like, just under her lip, like through her chin when she fell off a horse. And they kind of like stitched the outside, but not really stitched the inside. And I guess that's why, because they didn't need to. It'd just heal in there. They just needed a few stitches on the front. She ended up having to get like false teeth because it knocked out her teeth, but her chin was okay. Yeah, it's weird. Because I remember reading the thing that was like, oh, if you knock your tooth out, if you can like keep it in milk or whatever, and then they can, I don't know if this is true, but they can put it back in and like see if it'll take, if it's like been knocked out, like not just fallen out because it's a dead tooth or whatever. But I don't know, I'm sure I read that somewhere. It's just bananas. Mouths are just bananas. This music is bananas. Is this the last one we do? Yeah, 8. Okay, and then we're switching, so we'll need to change colours at the end of this row. Why was there a boing at the end of that? Some of this no copyright music is funny. Do. Oh, I need white. I need longer arms. I can reach my basket. There we go. Okay, so I need to switch to this one, so not it. There we go. I'll tie those. How's RuneScape going, Baz? Have you been back on much? I got 80 div and opened play your own ports for the first time. They're very confusing, aren't they, for the first time? Okay, rows 9 to 10. Gosh. Is this... oh my god, okay. Hopefully this is just the first bit, but this yarn is a lot thinner than the yarn I've just used. I think it might just be this bit though. I hope so. I mean, it'll work, I just don't want it to be super small. I've been hanging out in RuneSpan a lot, which is not somewhere I've been for a good while, so that's been cool. Trying to see if this is like a lot smaller. No, I think it's okay. See, looking further into the yarn, it looks thicker. But I don't know if that's just because it's not under tension. I don't know. It'll be fine. I actually have a lot more cream and brown yarn than I ever realised. Why I have so much, I have no idea. But when we were going through everything, I found it all. Odd. 9 and 10 are both just single crochet across. Doesn't seem to be getting any thicker. I do think that it's because it's not under tension that it looks thicker. That's okay. What was that? Is that what it was? Right, okay. I'm going to have to go and get some more white and redo this because it's creating big holes and I don't want big holes. So I will be right back. I'm on the hunt for some more white yarn. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't find any more white yarn, believe it or not. Apparently this is all I have. So we'll use this for now. And then I can always rip it out and knit and go and get some more later on. And redo this bit, that wouldn't be a problem. The thing with doing it this way is that you're just doing straight across kind of single crochet rows. So I mean sometimes there's a few increases and decreases, but it's not like super complicated and time consuming or anything like that. So it's easy enough to rip it out and do it again. Just looking at the green on the camera because it's pretty, from what I can see in OBS, it's pretty true to colour actually, which is surprising. It's normally purples and stuff that this has trouble picking up, but they're not too bad either, like this. Looks a bit duller than it does in real life. I don't even, I think 2 strands of this would be too thick. I'm looking at this tail. I think 2 strands of this would be too thick. So I'm not going to bother doing that either. This might, actually, you know what? It doesn't look too bad. That isn't holes. That's actually where you can just see the green through. It's not like holes through to the table, so actually I might be okay with this. Gonna have to go and get some more white anyway, but that's just an excuse to go yarn shopping. Gosh, I haven't been yarn shopping in a long time because I just haven't been making much really, and I've been trying to use up all the stuff that I've got because I've not been making anything like on stream. I've just thought, right, well, let's find projects that'll use the stuff that I've already got. I think I explained this before. I have a lot of almost full balls of single colours, like loads of different colours, because of all the amigurumi I've done. You need a lot of different colours, but not a lot of yarn. So I've ended up with quite a lot of yarn in loads of different colours, which is fun. But we'll use it. I've got plans of lots of different things for us to make, so it's gonna be used. Okay, that's 9 and 10. Apparently my thing was wrong. I must have hit it going up the stairs. There we go. So 11. I'm going to single crochet to the end and then decrease. Okie dokie. Oh, come on. Through the hole. Whoosh. The song's a bit too I need like some more like chill out-y vibe music, I think. I was making a little playlist the other day, so once that's done I'll have to chuck it in. This is a bit too for crochet, I feel. Why is Gandalf banned from Monopoly Night? Because he keeps telling everyone they shall not pass. Go. That should be the next thing that I make. A hat with a big Gandalf beard on it. A big wizard hat with a Gandalf beard. What do you think? Yeah? I think that would be pretty cool. I've seen those ones that are like the Viking ones where it has the big Viking beard. It's glorious. That's what I need. What's up, Chucker? Oh, you look lovely. You're a tutu princess. What? Oh, you want a hug? Oh, Baba. I love you too. Are any Halloween monsters good at math? No. Unless you count Dracula.
What do you call a dinosaur with no eyes?
I don't know. What do you call a dinosaur with no eyes?
A Duryahenosaurus. I remember that joke.
I love it. Very
I remember
clever.
that joke from the gardening thing.
Oh yeah, from the garden centre thing. Yeah. Very good, very clever. That's it, Wolfman. I'm going to go full wizard. And I actually brought this back. So this is a dragon scale dice bag that I made, but you can use them for whatever. I've got loads of them because I love them. They're so fun to make, especially in this sparkly
cute.
yarn.
They're adorable.
They are, aren't they? So this is there, but I also have brought back the tiny little stars that I used to make. So I'm going to make a load more of these, and then when people sub, they can have a star in here. A star in the jar, we used to say, but it's not really a jar.
I
Star
got
on the
my
edge.
magic wand finger. My magic wand finger is right here. My wand finger.
Your wand finger, don't do any magic.
Yes.
Had a joke about
A
construction.
guardian Leviosa.
Don't you start making everyone float.
No,
It's dangerous to do magic like that.
it
Had a joke about construction, but I'm still working on it. But
That's flying.
what's flying? Watch this. Go on, do Wingardium Leviosa.
A guardian Leviosa.
Oh god, you can see my fingers. Ooh. Oh no, the cat's flying away! You totally can't see my hand. That's why you need a green screen and a green glove. What am I doing at the end of this? Decrease.
Here comes my magic one finger.
Oh gosh.
One finger's back.
The one finger's back. Watch out.
The What?
See, look, Wolfman said, careful, Mini Kitty, magic is a powerful thing. You've got to be careful with your magic finger.
No, it isn't.
You've got to be careful with your magic finger.
I got it, Leviosa.
Stop making people float away. You're going to get in trouble with the high wizards.
Okay. How do I do this?
Illegally practicing magic on stream.
I got it, Leviosa. The cat's flying.
Oh, it's so spooky.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
You made Wolfman float away.
Bye. It's flying kitty.
Flying kitties. Single crochet across.
I know. I'm gonna make both of this one.
Yeah.
Yes. I got it, Leviosa. The flying car. Alright. Where is that flying cat?
I don't know. These cats don't have names, Ella. You know that, right? Okay. He's a very noisy kitty. He needs to go outside. Right, can you... Wolfman would like to come down, please. You've made him float around his house and he would like to come back down. There you go. What was the word that you made up that stopped the magic?
Dun.
Right, okay, that's apparently the magic word that you use to reverse the magic that you've done.
Dun.
What? She's lost it. Right, go and play with your
It's
things
now
while
called-
I put this back together. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for making us all float around.
I got it, Leviosa.
Okay.
I actually made it point because I've done it without anyone hearing me.
So cheeky. Right, I thought you were being a vet. How are all your animals doing? How are all the patients?
Dad.
Okay. That wasn't a very successful clinic, was it?
I'm only joking, they were all just chilling upstairs.
Okay. Whew. Thought I was going to have to call in some, like, vet... What's the word?
That animal patient?
No,
That doctor?
like the Care Quality Commission. Some kind of veterinary
Clinic?
body to come and make sure that you're doing a good job if you just... All the animals have died. But I'm glad they're okay. Ah! It's quite hard to crochet with your head on my arm. Not gonna lie. Wolfman said thank you for letting him back down. I think he's had enough floating today.
I want to put my head in the camera.
No, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't need to do that.
Hello.
Right, go and play with your thing then.
La 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 la.
Oh, hang on, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Boy has to take Rubes home, so they are on their way out.
I know what Ruby's stream name should be.
Right.
Mini Kitten 2.
Okay. Are you going to play The Sims?
Maybe.
Yeah. So, for those that don't know, I think it's still going on for maybe a day, maybe 2 days, I'm not sure. Sims 4 is free on Origin. It's only up for a couple more days, but once you've got it free forever. It's the base game. Go, please.
And
Go,
also
please.
we might stream it.
Go, please.
We might stream it together.
So make sure you go and pick that up. If it doesn't work for you on the launcher, because what we found was on the launcher, when you clicked get it free, it only gave you the option to gift it to a friend, even if you didn't have it. So do it through the actual browser window version, not the little like desktop app. Do it through the browser and you should be able to get it. And there's a couple of free things you can get, like the Christmas stuff pack is free. So that's really cool. And the kids have wanted it for ages. They've been watching a lot of people play it on YouTube. And they've been asking and asking, and we were like waiting for it to go in a good sale really to pick it up. And then it was free, so we surprised them and obviously got it, and that's all they've played all weekend pretty much is The Sims. I was looking at expansion packs for it, but like the ones that they want are like £35 just for the expansion pack. I have the original Sims with all the expansions because my parents got me the complete collection. I had Sims 2 with loads of expansion packs too, because at the time they were like in the kind of like, I don't know what you'd call it, like the trade-in shops, I guess they are. So here we have one called CEX. You can also go to Game, I think, as well, where people like trade in games to get money back and then they sell them really cheap. So I was getting like expansion packs of The Sims for like £2.50 and stuff like that. And then Sims 3 came out and I don't think I ever got any expansions for that. And then Sims 4, so many cool expansions. So many that I want. They're just so expensive. I love The Sims. It's one of those games. I mean, I do this with a lot of games nowadays, but it's one of those games where I'll play it non-stop for like 6 months, burn myself out completely, and then I don't play it again for 6 months. And then I'll play it again for another 6 months, and then I won't play it. It's one of those games that you keep going back to. It's, oh, I love it. My girl at the moment has, she's like a genius, but she's in the tech industry, so she's like a hacker. She's so cool. And I've gotten her to the point where she can hack her own work performance. So if she's doing bad at work, she can just hack the system and be like, no, I'm doing great, promote me. Imagine if you could actually do that. But yeah, I enjoy The Sims. I don't think I'm going to stream it, but I do enjoy Sims. The next game that we're going to stream, I think, I want to finish Wonder Song, but I'm not sure when that's going to happen. I don't want to leave it. I either want to leave it long enough that I can start it again from the beginning, or do it soon so then we can continue from where I was. So I'm not sure yet. And that was very kindly gifted by Meerkat Dad. But I really want to play Hollow Knight. I'm very excited now I've got that. And thank you very, very much again to Shadow for gifting me that game. That was very, very kind of you. I really, really appreciate it. I can't wait to play it. And get really, really mad. As I'm sure it will infuriate me. Did you hear about the spider's webbing? Oh, I ruined it. Abort. Fail. I ruined it. Did you hear about the spider's wedding? It was on the web. Oh, and there's Twitch Sings too. I actually wrote a note because I have the beta version, so I need to delete that and re-download the proper one. I got an email about it. So you can do a Twitch Sing stream. And as I said before, Twitch Sing stream with giveaways for earplugs. Free earplugs for everyone. That was a weird doing a thumbs up like that. My arm's like backwards. Hey. Go. There we go. Oh gosh, I'm all tangled. What have I done? I don't know. You'll personally find this joke amusing. Where do cats go when they pass on? Purgatory. I do like that one. But I need you now. Number 13. Right, 14 is a decrease. And then single crochet 37. There we go. We're on to a winner now. We're going. That first decrease is a bit tricky because the stitches are so small. Only 183 puns. Now I know the bot's been reset like at least twice. So we've missed some of the puns that have been punned. Punned? Puns? Punned. But yeah. 183 seems a little bit low. Should do RimWorld, it would be interesting. I don't have RimWorld, but it is a game that I've seen. I've been watching Sips play it. And it does look like fun. It does look like the kind of game that I would be into. So hopefully at some point I can get that done. This is what I mean. Like, I go through these stages of where like all I want to play is games, and then all I want to stream is crochet, or well, crafty stuff, and it's hard finding a balance because a lot of people that I watch do either or. They either play games and that's what they do, or they do creative and that's kind of all they do. It's tricky kind of being in between both and finding a balance between of like how many streams of each you should do. And then people will come to the stream because they want to watch creative stuff. But then if you don't do creative stuff the rest of the week, then they obviously, you know, they go find other people that will do creative stuff or whatever. And then people will come for game streams. And then if I only do that like a couple of times and then I do a lot of creative stuff, then they're kind of on the side too. It's tricky. It's tricky. I have this dilemma all the time. And I wish sometimes that I could just pick one and do it. But I like doing a variety of stuff. Because as soon as I kind of decide, and like when I stop doing creative for a while, and I just played games, I just want to do creative stuff all the time. And then as soon as I stop and do more creative stuff, I want to play more games. It's tricky. and I don't know what's the best thing to do. Like I've said before, I think what I would have to do is like 2 streams a day, where in the morning I stream craft stuff, and then in the evening I do a game stream. But I don't know, it's tricky. And I just always get this kind of like anxiety feeling in my stomach of like, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, and I just never know. Still, after streaming for like 2 years, I still don't know. The bot has missed some of the puns we pun. No, that was row 14. Oh, now I'm getting confused. There we go. I know, I try not to. The thing is, when you're trying to like, you know, you're trying to build a community and a channel and stuff, it's tricky. And you want to do what's best all the time. Obviously I just kind of do what I want to do. But I think I was kind of talking about it on Twitter, where this feeling of like, sometimes you almost feel forgotten, I guess is the word. And that's been something since I've been little. You know, when people would say things like stories to you, they'd tell you something that happened and you were like, yeah, I know, I was there. But they would tell you things when there was literally like just them, you, and one other person. It wasn't like a big crowd of people, so it was easy to forget you were there. There was like 3 of you, and you were one of the 3, and they still didn't remember you were there. And that happened all the time when I was a kid. So I have that thing now where it's like, well, everyone just forgets who I am, which is just something that I have to deal with. So part of me is always like, well, if I just did creative streams, then I could be a creative streamer, and I'd be in that kind of category, and that's where I'd be. Or if I did games, then I would be a game streamer and I'd be in that category. And it kind of stresses me out straddling both sometimes, because you get people obviously coming and they follow and whatever for certain, like, obviously people come for all of it, which is brilliant, and people just coming for one or the other is also very brilliant. But yeah, it's just this feeling of like, well, I should pick a category and stick to it, which I need to tell myself is kind of ridiculous, really. You don't have to stick to anything. But that's what my mind tells me, so I have to tell it to shut up. Thanks, Wolfman. I appreciate it. It's not as bad as it used to be. It used to really upset me when I was younger, because it wasn't, like I say, it wasn't just a 1 or 2 thing. It was like all the time, and there was like, I was like, there's only 3 of us there. How could you forget that I was there? Like all the time it happened. It used to drive me insane. I was like, maybe I'm just forgettable. So yeah, sometimes now I get a bit of anxiety because I feel like I should be in one of the categories, because I feel like I don't know how to say it properly without sounding like, because I don't want to sound like I'm being mean, which I'm not. I don't know. I don't know how I'm trying to say what I'm thinking. But yeah. Oh, there you go. Right. Row 15, single crochet 36 and decrease. Because like over the weekend, I was like, right, you know what? I've had enough. I'm going to do creative streams and I'm just going to do creative streams. That's it. I'm going to be a creative streamer now. And then I was like, but I love playing games. So that wouldn't work because I love playing games too. That's why I kind of set myself and I think that's the best way that I can do it, is I had a schedule and I need to stick to it. So like, Monday is Make Stuff Monday. On a Monday, we do a creative stream. And then the rest of the week, we play games. I think that is the best way that I can do it, really. And this is why I think I used to do 2 days of creative streams, 2 days of game streams. And I did it like that and had a schedule because then if people wanted to just come for the creative streams, they know that the creative stream is on a Monday. So if you want to come for a creative stream, that will be on a Monday. And then you also know that if you want to come for a game stream, but you don't want to watch creative stuff, don't come on a Monday, come any other day of the week. You know, so people know kind of what's going on what day. I like that idea. But what worries me sometimes is that it kind of, I don't want it to split the community, if you know what I mean. So it's like you have like the creative part of my community that likes watching the creative stuff, and then the game part of the community that likes watching game stuff. But I guess you're going to get that anyway. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it now. It's these things that I talk about with like people in Discord and stuff because it just is on my mind and I never know what to do. One thing that I need to do, really, I think that would really help everything, is for me to just be more consistent with streaming. That's one of the problems that I have at the moment, is because of my mental health not being great the past few months, and then we got obviously the cat and the kid's been sick or they're off school. Being consistent is quite difficult, which is why I think bringing in some evening streams would help with that. Remember in the past we did creative Mondays and Tuesdays and games rest of the week? Yeah, that's what I used to do. But then I started doing, because I don't stream on a Thursday to give myself a day to like get stuff done. I started doing the Funtime Friday with Lilac. So if I wanted to play through a game myself, I only had Wednesday to do that. Which wasn't enough time. I mean, at the time we were playing Witcher, which is an enormous game, so 3 hours once a week was never going to be enough. Maybe a different game, that would be plenty. But yeah, I don't know. So that's why at the moment it's like Make Stuff Monday, so I do creative stream on a Monday, and then games Tuesday, Wednesday, because they're back to back, so that works quite nice. So then whatever I do on a Tuesday, I still remember on the Wednesday. And then Thursday off, Friday with Lilac. So I think that's what we're going to go for. And then I would like to chuck a few evening streams in. I think what I would do with evening streams is I would do random games on those days. So I wouldn't play the game that we've been playing through Tuesday, Wednesday. It would be like RuneScape or Sims or a game that I've played before. like Factory Town or something like that. Like, not a game that we're actually actively playing through, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be so much easier if I was just like one or the other, I feel like. Yeah, exactly. Things like Sims 4 and stuff. But I have to make sure that my computer is able to do that. I mean, Boyf would let me on this one to do it, but he also has work to do. Obviously, he is making a game, so he has work to do on this in an evening after work, so he needs the PC too. So he wouldn't mind every now and then letting me use it for that, but he does need to get his work done. So if we can get my PC in a place where it can stream, then that would be the best, really. Celeste, thank you very much for the follow. I'm like, because I don't know. Because I do the blog, which is a lot of creative stuff, and like my Instagram is pretty much all creative stuff and cats. Kind of like, well, I could do the streams as game streams because you see a lot of creative stuff everywhere else, but I don't know. These are the kind of things I think about all the time. And I try and keep them to myself most of the time, but I think it's important to let them out, let people know what you're thinking. Why didn't that work? Is that not the command? Sound files. Why is it not there? There is no blah 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 blah. I added it. Oh no, I couldn't add it. I couldn't add the command. I tried. I have it ready to go. My Sony Vegas, since the computer died, it's not like been we haven't reinstalled it properly. Well, it's not been reinstalled, so my Vegas wouldn't open so that I could trim up the video to get that, just that sound clip. That's why I don't have it. I remember. It's my doomstick. One of the best parts of that game was just running around with a giant stick smacking things. It was glorious. Glorious. Okay, 17 is a decrease. Because the creative streams are really chill and really fun. But I also have so many laughs playing games on stream. It's crazy. What do you get when you play tug of war with a pig? Pulled pork. Where did my... Oh, it's on the other end. Okay. Are we just going all the way across? No, we're going to decrease at the end as well. Okie dokie. But anyway, enough about me rambling on about what I'm going to do. Oh, I'm tired, I'm yawning. I need tea. What did you get up to on the weekend? What did everyone do? Did you do anything nice? Anything different? Anything out of the ordinary? We had a lovely lazy weekend, pretty much. The weather took a bit of a turn, so after going and doing a food shop, we kind of stayed in the house, played in the garden, that kind of stuff. Just chilled. Oh, I need to decrease. Dang it. That one out. Oh, come here, you. Get in the hole. There we go. Lovely. 17. 18 is a decrease. Decrease. And single crochet across. I haven't even looked at this to see whether it's making the right shape, because I kept hitting the my stitch marker thing, so I could be completely on the wrong row here, but we'll have faith. Yeah, that looks right. Right. That bit's kind of curving, so that'll be the back, so really it's that way. And then that's the front. Okay, I think we're going okay. Thank goodness. Bless you. I guess all the rambling I was doing, it's kind of like when people play the same game all the time. You kind of build up a community around that game, and then when you switch games and play something else, it can be tricky. It's kind of what it's like with this. Switching from like creative and games, I guess. Just popped into my head, that thought did. $19 is a decrease at the start and a decrease at the end. So come here, little stitch. Love creative streams, nice and chill. Have fun talking to you. Yeah, that's what I like about creative streams, is it's a bit more chill. Well, a lot more chill than some of the games. Can have a good chat. There's music on in the background. And we get to make something cool. That's why I enjoy creative streams so much. What I might do is, because I have the weekend off, what would be probably better is if I streamed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Like stream every day. And then I could do like Monday, Tuesday creative, Wednesday, Thursday game, Friday with Lilac. But I feel like having the day off helps me not burn out as much. So maybe not. I don't know. It's something I need to think about and stop whining about. I apologise for going on about it all morning. But that's why I think creative streams work nicely on a Monday. Because it's Monday morning. You want something a bit more chill. Oh, I'm meant to be decreasing, aren't I? Bugger. Because I've seen people do it the other way, where they will stream creative all the time and then have one day for games. It's kind of like the same thing but the other way around. So that's 1920 is decreased both those two. Grandma Wolfman had a bit of a nasty fall and broke her tailbone. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. Is she okay? Oh. That's definitely no fun. Poor Grandma Wolfman. I don't know what they do for a broken tailbone. Not much, I would assume. Just in a lot of pain at the moment. Yeah, God. You couldn't, like, I feel like because of where that is, you just wouldn't get comfy, like sitting, laying. There's just kind of like no comfy position. Oh, well, hopefully they can get her pain under control. Yeah. Oh. How did she do that, if you don't mind me asking? Did she fall over, or? I guess that's kind of the only way you could do it, unless you got boshed in the back or something. Oh, you said she had a nasty fall. Ah. Oh. Decreased twice. I completely forgot. That's my fault. I'm sorry. I completely forgot that I just read that you'd said she had a nasty fall. Well, hopefully she's on the road to recovery soon, and they get... Main thing at the moment is getting the pain under control. Jeez. Oh. I think I'll probably do this front panel. Oh no, might as well start on the second one. I've only been live an hour and a half. I was like, oh, we'll do the front panel and then I think I'll finish, but we've got loads of time. Is that 2 left? No, that's 3. 20. We do want to decrease again, yeah. My week is work later on today, and then day off tomorrow and Wednesday, playing Skyrim those days. Awesome! How are you finding Skyrim? Are you enjoying it? I would assume so if you're playing it on your days off. Love it. Awesome. What did you go with? What character are you? Khajiit warrior in Skyrim because I want to be a tank. Very nice. Do magic on one hand, sword in the other. That's all you need. You could do that. I could do that IRL. Just moving my position because my shoulders are hurting. Don't really do the shield thing. No, I think that's how I used to play. Oh, bugger. I need to do 2 decreases. 2, 3, 4. I'd always have magic. I didn't play much, and we've since lost the disc, so I can't replay, but... Definitely magic. Yeah. Go, it's 22 and 23. Decrease once, twice, crochet 15. Okay, and then decrease twice. One, two, three. Oh, bugger. Not what I wanted to happen. There we go. It's done. One side of our camper done. So this is the front bit. The wheel's going to go here. The door's going to go there. The eyes, the window, the bunting. It's very cute. Right. Now we start on side 2. There is a little stand we need to crochet on, but I'll do that after. It's just a little, can't even see where it is on the picture on that one. Oh, it's just here. It's a little stand that you crochet here, but you do that on both of them, which is funny. I figured that it'd be like the horse's, the unicorn's legs, where you just make them separate and attach them in when you single crochet around the edge to crochet it together, but apparently not. So let's leave that one panel there. Yeah, this yarn's definitely more green than the one they show in the picture, but that's not a bad thing. Still pretty. See where it's gone a bit funny here. I love how it looks along the bottom when you do that. It kind of has like this like roped effect. It looks really cool. So we need to chain 36. 1, 2. Let me see if I can raise my chair some more, because this is not even the right. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Am I higher? I don't know. 3, 4. 16, 20, 30, 36. Do I have a favourite Daedric prince? What's Daedric prince? That's something I should know. Oh, is it on the Elder Scrolls? I haven't played much at all of Skyrim. I played more Oblivion, but still not that much. I had them both on console, so I never really played them because I didn't like how it was when you were fighting, like the turning and stuff using a controller. So no, I don't have a favourite one. Do you? Who's your favourite? This song is a bit... Daedric Prince of the Hunt and Man Beast Werewolf. Of course! If I'd have known he was one of them, that's who I would have picked for you. He sounds perfect for you, Wolfman. Oh. Yeah, exactly. It makes total sense. I tried to join your channel and the Apple TV said, mature? Are you sure? My brain instantly went to banana sock. Hello, Sir Daft, how are you? Mature? Are you sure? Oh, that one. And squish that one. There we go. Right. Me and Lady are good. Just got up and are chilling on the couch. Awesome. Say hi to Lady for me. And give your kitty lots of pets. He's so cute. Kitty cat is so cute. He's like, your cat is like my cat's long lost twin. It's really weird, like how much alike they look. Hello, Lady Lovely. How are you? How are you doing? Where is Ella? Where's Lupin? Do you know where Loopy is?
No.
No, he's chilling somewhere. I don't know where he is. It's weird. I keep seeing you pictures on Instagram, I think. They do. They do. But I'm glad you're both good. Hope you're enjoying your day. Oh, my eyebrow hurts. That's weird. There we go. No point in uncurling that. Just curls straight back up again. We're making a camper van today. A caravan, although the thing calls it a camper van. We have one panel. We're making the other one, the back panel. And we'll have a little camper van. It's going to have yarn, curtains and bunting and everything. And of course a kawaii face. No banana socks today, no. Maybe next time. Just really mature caravans today. Eat the food, stretch the ceiling for the sun. The sun is blown, right? That's what I was like when I first saw you put a picture up of your kitty cat. I can't remember what is the name of your kitty cat. I'm sorry. I see him on Instagram all the time. What did you call your kitty cat? They are like, it's weird. Link! Oh, that's so cute! That is very, very cute. Want to chill and make a speckled black blankie for little Linky one day? Yes, you should. That'd be really cool. I want to get some t-shirt yarn. So it's, as it says on the tin, it's yarn made out of t-shirts. I guess. It's the same material as t-shirts. You can actually make it out of real t-shirts, but I don't think if you buy a ball of it from the shop it's made of t-shirts. Anyway, it's kind of like, you know, the polycotton stuff. And I want some of that to make Lupin a bed. I think that'd be cool. Like one of the little like cave beds. Because it's a bit stiffer and really thick. So it's good for beds, I feel. The next thing we want is a water fountain. Although he has no issues at all drinking out of a water bowl, I just think some of them look so cute. I saw one with like a flower. It's very cool. Link had one of those. He didn't use it, but he always ferreted his stuff away in there. Lupin has one, but it's like... It's not soft, it's hard. It's covered in fur. But it's like a little cave bed, but it's made of wood and it's got a scratching post on top of it with then like a flat bit on top of it for him to lay on. So he'll lay on the top bit rather than go inside. I think he's been inside like twice. He prefers like flat beds with high sides so he can kind of squish himself in. So that was the bed that we got him the other week, was a big squishy flat one with like high sides on it. High-ish sides. Yeah, he's not really into cave beds, but maybe I can win him around by making him one. We're getting Link a little water fountain. He loves playing with water. Yeah, Lupin's just recently been able to get onto the sides in the kitchen. He does this meow at me. And I can understand his meows now. So he does this meow at me that basically is his I want to go up on the kitchen side meow. Because he can't. He can get up there, but he really has to jump. So he makes me put him up there. And I started leaving the tap on like a dribble so that he can mess with it. So he's been playing with that over the past couple of weeks and learning all about taps. So I thought, and he actually started drinking out of it, which then made me think, ooh, we'll get him a water fountain. Because I think he'd like that. Although I'll probably just end up with water all over the floor as he's smacking it. I've got a really, really cute video where he's just like so amazed by it and he's like trying to smack it with his paw. It's so funny. Sticking his head under it and then can't understand why he's got a wet head. He's a silly boy. Bye, Wolfman! Thank you for coming and hanging out as always. Have a lovely sleep and I hope you have a lovely day. I hope work goes well. Ruth. Oh, bugger. That last one should have been an increase. 1, 2, there we go. So this one is going to be an increase. And then just all the way across. Remembering all the commands, I'm impressed. I don't even know what ones there are left anymore because I got rid of loads and added some. Whoop. I can tell I haven't had tea today. I'm feeling so tired. Oh. I think that's the first thing I'm doing after this stream. Instead of having lunch, we're going to go to the shop and buy a bag of sugar so that I can have some tea. What's the sassy cat one? Is it that one? Is it maybe that one? Yay! Same, but you don't have sugar either. I'll get 2 bags. I only went shopping yesterday, but I didn't know we needed any. I'm so annoyed. Tea is what keeps me going through the day. Although this week is a bit of a weird one because the kids are off. It's half term, so kiddo's here. Oh, okay, I've highlighted everything. Sure. Yeah, so she is here. So and Boyf's off. So got a house full instead of the normal peace and quiet. We've got everyone at home. Just for the week though. Same too, we forgot as well, we just moved into a house. Ooh, I saw that you said you were moving. That's so cool. He loves his own couch, I bet. How are you finding it? Is it nice? Is it better than a flat? 3. I've never lived in a flat. I guess uni dorms are kind of like a flat. Boy's dad lived in a flat for a while, but three, 4. I couldn't deal with the stairs if I didn't live on the ground floor flat. It's not even like the walking up them all the time, it's carrying stuff up them that would be the pain in the butt. Like moving in would be such a pain. To get stuff up and down the stairs and stuff. It's have my own office when I'm streaming, she can't hear me shouting at my PC. That's great. Yeah, you need almost similar to a flat, to put the kitchen and bathroom in the same room. Ah. That's the closest I've had to a flat, I guess. But that's good. That's one thing that I wish we had here. It's one of the difficulties of streaming when the kids are off, is both PCs are in the living room. So we have a 2-bed house. But obviously like one bedroom's our room, one is the kids. And then we have a kitchen, a bathroom, and then a really big living room. I think it used to be 2 rooms because friends' houses that I've been to that have a similar build to ours have a front room and like a dining room. But ours, you can see the beam where the wall was taken out. So rather than having 2 rooms, we have one really big room. Which is great for the kids because then they can like run up and down and whatever. And the cat loves it because he's got loads of space to do his zoomies and all that good stuff. But it does mean that then I end up streaming in the living room. So it's like when I sit here, we've recently put a telly in the bedroom, so it's not too bad. But like streaming in an evening or whatever, if people want to watch the telly or stuff, I have to make them turn it down. which I feel a bit bad about, and then they have to constantly listen to me talking or singing usually. So we were looking, because I've moved all my yarn and stuff up into the bedroom, we were looking at maybe moving my PC up there so that I could stream in the bedroom. But there's just not quite enough space in there, especially at the moment. There's a lot of stuff in there that needs to go to the tip, and Boyf has like his weights and stuff up there, so there's not quite enough space to fit my desk and my PC in there without it being really annoying to get around. So I live under the stairs in the middle of the living room at the moment, which also actually doesn't help with sound or lighting, because the main light in here is like further away, so we just have the natural light from the window, and then because it's so big, it's not like sound dampening or anything. It's like just, yeah, it's just a bit of a pain, but we make it work. It's like it was in the old place with Jack. Yeah. It's crazy. We've been doing some tip runs and taking loads of stuff to the tip, like loads of stuff. So that's on the agenda this week, is another tip run, because we forgot some things like an old hamster cage and a printer. Nearly forgot it again. So that's the plan. Get it all a bit more together, and then maybe I can move my PC up the stairs. Monitor mounts helps a lot when you have a slightly narrow desk to save space. Yeah, we've looked at some of those for this PC because Boyf wants another monitor. He has the 2, but when he's doing his game designing, modelling stuff, it would help if he had a 3rd. So we've been looking at mounts and wall mounts and whatever else to kind of try and fit a 3rd one in. I just need to move into a bigger house. That's all that needs to happen. I need to win the lottery and move to a bigger house. You want a 3rd too? Yeah. I couldn't go back to one screen now. I thought it was mad when I first met my boyfriend and he had 2 screens, because obviously we'd only ever had one. It was just like a family computer. So I was like, oh my god, how do you make it work with like 2 screens? This is so cool. And now I can't imagine going back to one. It would just be too strange. Even just like game on one screen, Netflix on the other. It's glorious. What are we on? Row 4, so we're just going to the end. Shannon was the second that's on screen. I really need a second. Yeah. I don't think Boyf could do his work really without a second, because he's like, the program that he uses, the way that he has to have it set up is across 2 screens. That's why he wants a 3rd, so that he can have like a program on or Twitch on or something on the 3rd screen while he has his program on the other 2 screens. Need to get her a second. Yeah. What am I doing now? Row 5, increase. Yeah, 2 would be great. I mean, I have 2 on my PC too. It wasn't even a question when we got that. Where Boyf works, they were upgrading all the PCs, even though the ones that they had weren't too bad. So they let him take one and a couple of monitors, and then we have put some upgrades in it. So my PC, which is behind me, that Kiddo's on at the moment playing Sims. See, even she, at 6 years old, has got Sims on one screen, YouTube on the other. But yeah, that one has 2 screens.
How are they going to get in?
She's a wizard. Shannon's screaming at us. Yeah, we were very lucky that they just happened to be kind of getting rid of them. And was like, yeah, you can take one. Because up until that, I just use this PC, and I still stream on this PC because it is more powerful than mine, and I have everything set up on here. And I mean, like, having one PC is mad enough, but yeah, having two is insane. And having two in the living room, people come in my house, and I'm like, yes, welcome to my office. I don't have a living room, it's just an office with a sofa and a telly in it. But that's why I'm hoping that I can, like, I've moved all my OBS stuff over to that PC, because it's all on the cloud kind of thing. I need to install the bot and see if I can sort that out. Because I could use the bot on Streamlabs, but it's not set up very well, like as much as my actual bot is set up. So I need to do that. And then hopefully I can get that. I mean, it works fine for what I need it for right now, but I have streamed on it once, I think, but I was streaming Theme Hospital, so it wasn't exactly pushing it. So I had to give it a bit of a try. Hi, Abby! How are you, lovely? Hello! How are you doing?
Hello.
Import into CloudBot. I don't use CloudBot. I use... it's the Streamlabs chatbot, but like the separate program of the Streamlabs chatbot. So I have Streamlabs chatbot open and Streamlabs OBS. But you think I can... Oh, I can import into the CloudBot. I'll have to have a look at that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have a look into that. Because obviously, I was hoping there'd be some kind of way, because it is the Streamlabs chatbot. It's just everything's on the actual kind of program of it rather than that. Lady and I are in Asda and saw a little tea set with a cutscene. King of the castle and Lady of the manor, and then a teapot. That sounds perfect. Did you buy it? That sounds amazing. How are you doing, Abby? Oh my god, those emotes are so cute. Oh. My PC's in the sitting room too. Fit upstairs in the bedroom, but I don't want to be upstairs all the time. That was one of the reasons why, when we first moved into this house, Boyf's PC went in the living room. Because I thought he's on it so much in an evening doing his work or playing. I don't want him to be upstairs, and he didn't want to be upstairs because he would... Obviously, we don't see him during the day because he's at work, and then that would be the same on the weekend too. And in the evening. So we brought it down here so we could at least be in the same room. But now I'm like, nah, just move it. Just move it, it's fine. You drive me insane. Shouting at Fortnite and... making zombies and whatever else he was doing. Next week. It sounds perfect. It sounds like it was made for you. Look at those dancing mice, they're so cute. Okay, so for beep, row 6, we're just going to single crochet all the way across. It's in Asda. Oh, I haven't been to Asda in ages. Not properly. We went, when did we last go? Oh, we went last week. We haven't been, actually. We went last week to get Kiddo a school dress. That was the last time I went. And that was all we literally nipped in to get a school dress. And that was it. I love Asda. I think we might have to take a trip next week back to Asda. Asda's by our house and it's so good. We have a Tesco not too far from us. The Asda's a bit further away. Tesco's not bad, but where I grew up, the closest, like the only big supermarket we had in the town was an Asda, so I'm used to Asda. And like the clothes, I like the clothes from Asda. Most of, especially for kids, a lot of kiddos' baby clothes were from Asda because they're so good. Just gushing about Asda now. Claim your classes. Ah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ah, oh, that's perfect. Yeah, desktop Streamlabs chatbot. Perfect. Thank you so much. That's really, really, really awesome. Thank you. Because I like having the bot there, all the commands and the you know, the mod tools that they can use and whatever and all that good stuff. So I don't like streaming without it really. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. If I can get that set up later, maybe today, sometime this week, I kind of want to do a test evening stream on my PC while Boyf is here because he knows a lot more about PCs than I do. So if anything goes funky dunky, he can at least, like, he's got a few days to help me sort it out because he's not at work. So that's my plan. Utilize his skills. Oh, I got like, there's like a fluff. Yeah, I don't want you. I don't want you, I'm sorry. So yeah, I'll get that done later. I thought that was like a custom emote for a second there. I was like, oh, little whale, it's so cute. Cool, they show up. The only thing I can't do on my PC is creative streams, I don't think, and that's not because of the PC, because it'd probably handle a creative stream better than it would a game stream, but it's because there's no space on my desk. Like, this desk is huge, so I have like all this space to do whatever I want to do, and I can fit like all my crochet stuff on it and whatever else. That one, my desk, it's actually my stepdaughter's desk that she didn't need anymore, so her mum gave it to us. It's quite thin, so it's thin but wide, so it fits everything on nicely, but the keyboard is like right up to the edge of the desk, so it'd be tricky to crochet on, but that's okay. And if you guys haven't, I've been very bad at shouting people out. Go and check out Serdapt. He's a very awesome streamer who, unfortunately, I don't get to hang out in anybody's Twitch channels very often. But I'm changing that. I'm making conscious effort to find some time to spend more time in people's Twitch channels and stuff, because I want to. So, yes. Yes. I don't know why I said it like that. Yes. Yes. You're very welcome. Currently in a deep conversation about Shannon's career, so I was half and hearing that. That's alright, don't worry. That's all good. That sounds like a very important conversation. Trying to decide what to have for lunch because it's 12:30. And I know, I've already moved on to food. I can't help myself. What are you going to have for lunch, kiddo? Mini kitten? She's too busy watching YouTube. Trying to decide what to have. We've got wraps. I might have a wrap. Ooh, we've got tuna. Ooh, maybe I'll have tuna mayo. Ooh, you see how excited I get. All I had for breakfast was toast with butter on, so I'm looking forward to lunch. What's everyone else having for lunch or dinner or whatever time it is where you are? Breakfast? What are you guys having to eat? I was making these cool, I brought wraps so that I could make these breakfast wraps. So you put a wrap on a tray. I even bought foil so I could do it properly. Put a wrap on some foil and then you put a slice of ham on or whatever you had. I did it with chicken once because that's what we had. Slice of ham. A ring of cheese, and then you crack an egg in the middle, and then you kind of fold it up and use the foil to keep it closed, and then you bake it for like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I always just go and check after like 5-10 minutes to see if the egg's done. But all the cheese melts and the egg gets cooked, and it's like a little breakfast wrap, and it's so good. It's what I should have made for breakfast this morning really, but I didn't. Because I slept in and I wanted to get streaming. So yeah, I'm wondering whether to make something like that for lunch though. Because even the kids like them. Maybe a potato. I don't know. I fancy tuna. Hello Plum Thing, how are you? Excuse me if this is the most frequently asked question, but what's the purple device on my finger? It is a very asked question. I should do a command that's like exclamation mark finger. It's a row counter. So it's just a digital one. It just has a little adjustable strap thing. I'm just doing this so you can kind of see the number. And then you just press this button and the number goes up, and then you can just press this button to reset it. I used to use like a bit of paper and a pencil. And I know you can get like ones that you twist that like attach to a knitting needle, I think, but I like these ones. I need to buy some more actually because my green one I accidentally left in a amigurumi kit box thing that I made for a friend, so I gave her the box back with all the extra bits that I hadn't used, and I left this in it, so I need to get it back off her and I need to order some more. So when I've finished, all I'll do is I'll take it off and like hook it on my hook, and then all of that just goes into like a basket, like a project bag, and then it's all together. And they're like £1 on eBay and Amazon. Yeah, they're cool. They're very cool. What? Okay. Phone's telling me off. Okay, row 8. Single crochet across. You're very welcome. Anytime. Oh, that's a bit. One's a bit. Oh, no, I'm not double crocheting. Goodness gracious. I was watching, oh my goodness, I hadn't watched, so there's a lovely, lovely lady called Get In My Mailbox who used to come to the stream, but she's really awesome, and I was watching her knitting yesterday because for some reason Twitch had unfollowed me and I don't know why. Seems to happen quite often. Not often, regularly, like every now and then it's just like boom, you've unfollowed from all these people. So I noticed that it hadn't popped up, so I went ahead and followed her again, and I was watching her because she was knitting, and oh my goodness, she knits so fast. I've not seen anyone knit that fast before. It was crazy. I crochet quite slow, just I think a lot of that is because of the way that I crochet, like the way I hold my hook and yarn doesn't help my speed. But yeah, the way she knitted was just crazy. It's so cool. I like that when it's like that you can't see the strap too much. It just looks like it's floating on my finger. There we go. Boop. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Right. Oh, we're switching to white, aren't we? Hang on, let me take that out. Grab the white. So like once I'm done, everything from this will just go in this basket. And then that can go on my shelf upstairs, and then I know that all of this is together.
Oh no, the person is knitting.
There we go. They did say make sure that your ends are on the other side because this is going to be the back and you don't want them on the outside of the piece, but they're going to be sewn in and it's going to be single crocheted around the outside, so it's going to hide anything that's on there anyway, and it's only that. It's just, you can't even see it. Oh, that's... There we go. So, rows 9 and 10 just single crochet across. Jenny! Hello, lovely, how are you? That pumpkin is quite something. I love that. Head into the shop to get sugar and then we'll be back. Have fun! Remember sugar. Don't do what I do and buy everything except sugar. Got distracted partway through. Oh, don't be silly, it's all good. Have a lovely day. Thank you for coming and hanging out and saying hi and chatting with us. I appreciate it. Have a lovely day. It's so cute. It is so super cute. We are making a caravan. That is our current project. So we have one panel done. We're making a little caravan today and he's so cute. Or a camper, whatever you want to call it. So this is the front panel. And this is going to be the back panel. The pattern's by Spinner Yarn Crochet. We've made a few of hers before. We've made like the unicorn, the ragdoll unicorn and stuff. She does a series of Harry Potter ones, which we are definitely going to do. Because my goodness, the Dumbledore one is it's glorious. Definitely making the Harry Potter ones. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. This one has already been claimed. This one is going to be a gift for my mum. She doesn't know that it's a gift for her, but my mum and my stepdad have a caravan, and I actually started making them a mini one, which was a keyring pattern ages ago, and I lost half of it and I don't know where it is. So I saw this one, it literally popped up like last week, the week before on my feed. I was like, I have to make that for her. So I'm sorry. The next one. Told you I plan on doing good vids. Now I'm back to doing more creative streams. That's my plan. That's my plan. I'm going to put a thing in the Discord to see what people would prefer. Like 1 creative stream and 2 game streams, or 2 creative streams and 1 game stream, or I start streaming on a Thursday and do both. I mean, I'm hoping to stream in an evening too, so maybe that could counteract some of the missed streams. I don't know. 2 creative, 2 gaming. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the input. It's hard. I've had a whole spiel about this morning, but it's in my mind, I find it quite difficult to find a good balance between both sometimes, between creative and games. So we used to have quite a good balance. We had two creative, 2 game, and that seemed to work quite well. So I think going back to that would be the best idea, really. Look at all these emotes. They're so cute. Shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake it. I want a cookie. Oh, and a stabby pumpkin. He's so cute. That's 9. And 10. Ooh, hang on 1 second. I will be right back.
Stronger, what if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go stronger?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Boyf is home from taking our stepdaughter back home. She brought Kiddo. She gave him a little gift for Kiddo. And it's like an eye mask, because she loves eye masks. But it's an eye mask with, it's like a mermaid furry thing. Where is it? And inside, it's got a bit that you can freeze, which would be great in the summer. This, look. It's cute. And then you can like freeze this inside it.
Like a gel.
So it's all, yeah, it's all squishy. But normally when I see ones like that though, it doesn't have like a soft cover over the front. Because I've looked at them before and thought, oh, I could crochet something over the front, because she wouldn't like the plastic against her eyes.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I like that. And I like that it's mermaid. That's cute. That's real cute. How are you, Jenny? Are you having a good day? What are you doing today? Did you have a good weekend? Do, 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 do. Was the drive okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I don't know why I thought you'd be back a lot later.
Well, I have been gone an hour and a half.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't feel like it though. Time flies when you crochet in a caravan.
We've got a petrol station, but it's like a massive queue getting into it.
Oh, really? Once I finished, we could do with nipping to the shop if you want to go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just for a bag of sugar. I've got no sugar for tea. Or shreddies. No sugar to go on shreddies either.
What? No shreddies.
We don't have any sugar.
Oh,
So there's no sugar for tea or shreddies.
You need to get frosted shreddies.
Yeah, I know, but Aldi off-brand doesn't do frosted. 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 Frosted shredders. I know, because the kids wanted chocolate ones, but they don't do them either.
What have you made?
She wanted chocolate shreddies.
No, what have you made?
Oh, I'm making a caravan.
Alright.
So that's one side of it, and then it'll have a wheel and a door and some bunting and a window and a smiley face, and then this is just the other part of the back. You know, like the bunnies I made,
Yeah.
and the unicorn that I made that's kind of like flat, so they're kind of like ragdoll ones. That's what this is like. Rather than making it 3D like this, you make two flat pieces and then sew them together.
Nice.
Yeah. I think it'll look good in Mum's caravan. And I'm going to make a mini one to have on a keyring so she can have it on like the caravan keys. I think she'd like that. And I made it in like her favourite colour, the blue colour. I'm in my mum's caravan. Broom, broom. I don't want to sleep, but I need to take a nap. I think we were talking about this on Friday. I love naps. I take naps all the time, but I feel so much worse sometimes if I sleep too long. Go and take a nap so you feel better. Yes, go and take a nap. Go and sleep. Have lots of fun. Thank you for coming in and saying hi, as always. Look at this. Okay, so that's row 10. Row 11 is single crochet across and then decrease. Oh, that one's a bit big. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I wonder if Boyf will have an idea of something to have for lunch. I didn't think he'd be back. Oh. Lupin's just fallen asleep on his little chair by the window. And he looks so cute. I need to get him a new bed. The where Cat Cam normally is, just over there. His little tray, he is getting just way too big for it. I know he loves it, but what I want to do is get him another one of the beds that he has next door to my PC so he can have two of them. And then I can fit that one in that gap and he can have that there because I think he'd enjoy that. Go, number 11. So 12 and 13 are just single crochet across again. Do, do, do. Trying to find new programs to watch if anyone has any suggestions. Game of Thrones is finished. We're waiting for the next season of Star Trek Discovery because that finished a few weeks ago. I started watching Orange is the New Black again, but I got to the point where I've watched like I think halfway through season 4 I think I was, but it's been that long since I watched it that I started again, and it like I don't remember enough for it to annoy me that I'm starting again. Like I've forgotten most of it, so I'm watching that at the moment because I finished watching Line of Duty. What else was I watching? Shadowhunters, but I think that's gone on another like season break, or it's just the end of the season because another episode of that hasn't come out in a while. And then I was going to watch Lucifer, but I didn't realise that it's actually only season 3 on Netflix. Season 1 and 2 are on Amazon Prime. I do have Amazon Prime. Yeah. So I might start watching that. I was also watching Arrow on Amazon Prime as well, which I never finished. So I might start watching that again. I like more supernatural programs, so things like Shadowhunters, and I liked Vampire Diaries. I couldn't really get into Teen Wolf, but I like Vampire Diaries. Programs like that I really enjoy. What I want to finish watching is American Horror Story, because I've watched quite a lot of that, but it's just so scary. And like even watching it during the day, it's when you're in a house on your own with just a cat, it's real scary when like you're halfway through watching a really spooky episode and then the cat just like brushes past your leg or jumps onto your lap from the floor and you don't realise that he's about to do it. It's creepy. It's very spooky. So maybe I need to... I don't think Boyf's ever watched American Horror Story. I might have to get him into it so he can watch it with me. Because I'm such a wuss. I'm such a wimp. I love like a lot of scary programs and stuff. Can't play scary games, but I like scary movies and things. But I still, even though I like them, I still watch the whole thing with like a pillow covering my face. Go. And I was also thinking about, so there's a lot of, once again, now I've got my crochet and knitting mojo back, there's so many different things I want to make. But I've also been thinking about maybe it would be fun to do like a crochet along or a knit along. Follow one of those and do that. Especially because the parts for them tend to come out weekly. So that could be like either one of the streams or both of the streams, depending on how long it takes. That could like be what we do. That'd be really fun, I think. And then it's something that other people that watch that also knit or crochet can also do too, if they wanted to. I've done a couple of them before. We did one where we made an owl in the end. Stuff like that. But yeah, I noticed a few of them popping up again on my in like the craft groups that I follow and on Pinterest and stuff, so I might have a look into those. I mean, even if it's an old one that's already finished, doesn't really matter. I like the idea of doing one of those. Problem is there's just so much that I want to do. Like I say, the person whose pattern I'm using now, Spinning Yarn Crochet, has so many cool ones that I want to do, like Harry Potter and stuff. It's finding time to fit all of them in. Boss of all games, thank you very much for the follow. Hear the stitch marker scratching around on the board. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I was thinking about maybe crocheting or knitting a background for this, because I like having this board, but the lines do kind of skew the camera sometimes, and obviously you just tap everything off it. Like this is just scratching around on it, so it might be nice to have a soft thing to work on instead. Okay, so that's 13. Row 14 is decrease and then single crochet across. just single crochet? Yes, we are. All the way across. There we go. I don't know if I'm using the right lever to raise this chair up. I end up slumping, which then hurts my shoulders. Oh my. One. Oh, it's like my ear just popped. That was weird. 2. Okay, that's 14, 15, single crochet all the way across and decrease at the end. Okie dokie. Gosh, that was a big loop. There we go. And actually, I don't think this white turned out too bad. I was worried that it would be too thin and have loads of holes, but actually, I don't think it's too bad. Oh, do I decrease at the end? 15. Yes, I do. Whew. Saved myself. 1. 2, 15. 16 is decrease at the beginning. Yeah, and then just single crochet all the way to the end. At least I don't have to remember anything this time. And then we start on the rows that are like decrease either end, which is fine. And then hopefully these will match. Hopefully. It's always a worry when doing these kind of these patterns and projects that she does. They're kind of like this flat ragdoll kind of effect, is will the two panels that you make actually line up? Because when I make amigurumis, if I have to make two of the same thing, they are never the same. No idea why. Like, you can look. I mean, the feet aren't too bad on that one, but usually one is always bigger, one's always a bit smaller. On this one, I mean, look at the size of that one compared to that one. You can't tell too much because of the actual colour of the yarn kind of blends in, but getting them the same, it's tricky. So hopefully this will be a bit easier because it's just flat. I haven't done too bad so far with the bunnies and the unicorn and stuff, so fingers crossed.
Now the prize.
Nope, through both loops please. 1, 2. Okay, 17 we're going to decrease. Single crochet 32 and then decrease again. Do, 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 do. Definitely want to find some more chill music, I feel. This stuff isn't too bad. But some of the songs don't really fit with a crocheted stream. They're a bit too... That's a terrible joke. Can you send that? Can you save it and send it to me?
On what?
On anything. WhatsApp, I guess. That's free pictures, isn't it? I want to put it in the Discord.
I can drop it in your Discord.
Yeah, they'll get a kick out of it. That's good.
Which channel do you want it in?
Put it in Laughs and Giggles, I guess.
What?
Laughs
Right.
and Giggles. It's in general stuff. Check it in there. If anybody is interested, I do have a
You go
Discord.
down the foot.
Yes.
Let's
Yes, please.
make sure I put the right picture in.
Yeah, please. You're more than welcome to join the Discord. Have stuff in there for patterns and creative stuff. We have stuff in there for games, puns, of course.
Did you see the Game of Thrones and Monty Python?
I didn't know. I saw the Game of Thrones. You know, I told you about that one. I showed you. Can't remember which one it was. What was it called?
What?
The song that I showed you that they made. Something. Grabs a hold of me tightly.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember what the chorus was. 17 is a decrease at the end. I enjoyed Game of Thrones, but my god, some of the memes are amazing.
I don't know if this one will I'll post it. But...
Okay. 18 is a decrease, and then single crochet across. Where have you posted it? Okay.
It's Game of Thrones and Monty Python sketch, like put together. It's really well done. Have a look at it.
Tyrion negotiates with Monty Python. Okay, I'll watch that after. He's not the Messiah. He's the
People
very
got too much
Monty
time
Python.
around when they're doing these
The one of where they turned like all their words into the song. I've seen obviously other people do it with other people. They made like Barack Obama sing a song, I think, and President Trump and stuff like that.
Most
But
like watch every episode. And
my
just
god, I
find
know how much
separate
time it
words.
must take. It's so crazy.
I know. It's crazy.
Something grabs a hold of me tightly.
Sometime.
Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. I love that. So what we're talking about is somebody has taken Game of Thrones, taken like each of the characters and given them a little part in the Ice Ice Baby song, and then used them saying words from the show to make the words in the song and turn it into a video. It's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? Like Fire and Ice Baby or something. Can't remember. It was really funny.
Maybe, I'll post a link in the thing. Hold on.
I can just show it on here. Fuck the mic like a vandal. That's funny.
It is pretty.
Right, what are we on? 19. So we don't decrease at the end, we just single crochet to the end. Now he's going to be watching that for the rest of the day. I'm going to have to listen to that all day, which I don't mind, it's funny. But if it gets stuck in my head, I won't be too impressed. That's my favourite bit. One of my favourite bits. Ice, ice, baby. Okay. Single crochet 29, and we do a decrease at the end. We certainly do.
So funny.
It's good. It's amazing what people can make. Very creative. I wonder what made them pick that song though. That's what I never understand. How do they pick?
You probably look at the most like used words, and then because obviously you can't just do anything.
Well, I'm assuming that they did that because it's got the word ice in it.
Yeah,
and it's like Song of Fire and Ice.
as well, yeah.
Because that's the whole thing of Game of Thrones. But some of the other ones, I'm like, how on earth? Like, what made you pick that song? Unless they just pick a good, funny song.
What time do you want to go through?
Soon. Maybe I'll just finish this row if you want to get going now. No, I'm not. I've been live 3 hours, so. Oh, I know it's a lot. Somebody gave me the link to how to move my bot over to the other computer as well, so I should be able to stream on there tonight.
Do whatever you want.
Whatever you want, whatever you like, whatever you say, pay your money and make your choice. Whatever you need, whatever you use, whatever you win, whatever you lose. Hello, Baz. Welcome back. I hope the hospital went okay. I'm just about to finish up actually once I've done this row. Gotta do some shopping. Sugar needs to be acquired. Nothing broken or ripped, just overworked, I guess. Gotta take it easy for now. So that mean a few days off work or just taking it easy at work? You have to like hold the paintbrush in your mouth to save your hands, or like in your elbow. I mean, that would be quite the way of doing it, wouldn't it? Taking it easy at work. Okay, good. Takes a lot of practice, but I'll try my best. I'm sure you'll have it down in no time. That can get you some more work. You'll be known as the elbow painter. Decrease. Oh, one. Oh, come on, you. Come on, cheeky. Get in the hole. What am I 19? Yeah. Yep. No. Wait. What? No, 20. Decrease all the way across. Decrease. He cares too much. Thank you very much for the host. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, no diggy holes today, just caravans. How are you doing? Thank you very much for the host. I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm tired. I haven't had any tea, which is probably why I feel tired. People are sick of hearing me complain about the fact that I've had no tea. But I'm good. I'm good, thank you. How are you? How's your weekend been? We've got no sugar bars, that's why. I can't drink tea without sugar. We have no sugar. Like, it actually gives me a tummy ache if I eat tea with... Eat tea? Yes, I eat my tea. If I drink tea without sugar, it gives me a tummy ache. Use honey. We literally have nothing else. The only sweet thing that I have is golden syrup. I do not want to see that. Please do not show me that. That is disgusting. Yeah, I only have golden syrup, which I do not think will work in a brew. We're gonna go after the stream and go and get some sugar. Sugar. Decrease. What's on my finger? It's a row counter. It's a digital one. So I just boop it to count my rows, and then I can reset it when I'm finished and just attach it to my finger, and then I know. Then I know where I am. I used to just use a pen and a pencil, but you'd lose it or I'd forget, and it's a pain in the bum having to like stop what you're doing to pick up a pencil and do a mark. This I can just boop boop like a wizard. One more. Yeah. Not been too slow today. Makes a nice change. Got one panel done, and then this is the back. I'm busy. I've been working while gabbing instead of stopping. Okay, 21. Decrease twice. 1. 2. Well, my neck still hurts from sleeping funny on it. You know, the other night when I woke up, it still hurts a little bit. It's hurting my shoulders. I have to make sure that I keep sitting up straight because slouching is hurting it even more. And then we decrease at the end. Do 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 do. Once this is done, I think this bit takes maybe the longest, and then the other bits are quite easy little, it's just little bits that we need to sew on and then single crocheting all the way around, but we'll finish this another day. I'm not going to finish it today. Just one decrease at the end. But I would like to I think I'll get both these panels done and then I'll finish for today. Wow. $21, $22, decrease. Come on. There we go. Got a stitch marker in my mouth. decrease twice. Oh, no. Excuse me. You don't go in that hole. You go in that hole. Got a happy hook. No, not. Get in that. Doesn't know what hole it wants to go in. Jesus. Jeez, do as you're told. That one.
To the cave. Good. Now.
Oh. Do I need to decrease at the end? Decrease. Decrease twice. Okay, so we're there now. So now like one more row and then it's done. Wish Twitch didn't rename the creative category. I haven't seen much like difference, I guess, from it being creative to it being makers and crafting. I can see why they did it, to split things up a bit more, so it's more specific, like if you want art or if you want you know, like painting, or if you want whatever. But I don't know, does it make it easier or harder for people to find? Like, I always try and make sure that I've got whatever I'm doing in the title. So if I'm crocheting or knitting or whatever, I'll put it in the title. So that, because I feel like if someone came to Twitch, if they were looking for that kind of thing, then they would maybe, if they didn't see the creative channel, I mean, or whatever, you know, the makers and crafting now. I think it pops up though, like on the main thing. If you were going to search on Twitch, I always think, what would you search for? Well, I would search for knitting or crochet or that kind of thing. So even though we don't have specific channels for knitting and crochet, I always try and put it in my title, so that hopefully some way it'll get shown up. I don't know. Glad programming got moved to science, did it? Ooh. Yeah, because they like gave ASMR its own thing and all those kind of things. So I think it was good in that respect. Because I know they changed IRL as well, didn't they? I've never streamed under that, so because you have like just chatting now and then like travel and stuff, which I think is cool. I haven't really seen much difference because everything that I do falls under the same makers and crafting, or like the particular game that I'm playing. So yeah, it's not really made much of a difference to how I stream or how I find people, so, which is a good thing, thankfully. I'm glad. Okay, we just got to get to the other side, do 2 more decreases, and this little caravan, at least the side panels, are done. What do I think of the outcome? Outcome of what? Brexit party ringing. Not really thought about it, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Haven't even had a chance to look at any news or anything this morning, so I mean, the first time they did it, the vote to leave, Brexit won. Oh, I forgot to vote. No! I just haven't seen the news to see who won. Yeah, I know, someone just said. I literally, we woke up, had toast and streamed. I haven't seen anything on it. The last thing I saw on the news was Theresa May saying she was actually leaving. I don't really watch the news much.
Yeah, she's stepping down in about 2 weeks, I think.
Is that when it is? 2 weeks?
Something like that. It's not longer.
Oh.
But
I just
then
thought
we
that she was going. I didn't even see.
Then we get another absolutely monging in charge.
Do we not get to vote for who's coming in again?
No.
Oh.
They vote between themselves.
Again? That was the problem with her.
Boris
Anyway.
Johnson.
Ah.
Might be getting in and all that.
Brexit won with 33%. Oh, yeah, she leaves on the 7th of June.
Yeah, but what they're saying is more if you add up all the people that voted to the parties that want to remain, it actually adds up to about, I think it was like 10% more than.
I don't know. I haven't looked at
I
any
don't
of the
really look
news.
into it too
Yeah,
much.
no, I haven't looked this morning.
I'm not really bothered because
It's just bollocks anyway. If we aren't out by October, then Brexit will be joining GE. What's GE? Don't know.
is that a fact or?
Don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about. Oh, a general election. Okay. No, I've got no idea. I haven't looked at any of the news today. I don't know, so I can't really.
That's most likely what we're.
Yeah.
Election,
I don't know.
It'll probably just fizzle out. It's costing a lot of money.
It is, yeah, fortunately. But there's the camper van. It looks very strange right now. But you can kind of see it's facing the same way as this one. It's going to look not as long as this one it's done because it'll be sewn together and then have stuffing in it, which will puff it out. But then it's going to have a wheel here. It's going to have a door. It's going to have a little smiley face. It's going to have a window and some bunting. And it should look pretty cute. But that's what I'm going to finish for today. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you everyone for the follows and the hosts and stuff. It's greatly appreciated. I'm going to be live again tomorrow. I think I'm going to try out the 2 creative streams, 2 game streams, and stream on a Thursday. I'm going to put a little poll in Discord and see what people think. But I think that might be the way to go. But although saying that, if I can stream in an evening, which is what I plan on trying out tonight, then I won't need to do that and I can still have Thursdays off. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll put a thing in Discord and see what people think and go from there. But thank you very much for hanging out with me. As always, I'm going to go and get some sugar and have a lovely cup of tea. Do I have a PO box? I don't have a PO box now. Google and Microsoft banning Hawaii? I've seen that word, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen anything about it, so I've got no idea. And I don't have a PO box now. Thank you for hanging out. I will be live at the same time tomorrow. Don't know what we're going to be doing yet, but we shall see. Well, I appreciate the thought. Thank you very much. Gonna go get some sugar, have some tea. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. That's a lot of Capamon stickers. You could stick them everywhere. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.